Hi, my name is Rhys Locke, and I'm presenting this video on behalf of Starbeck Educational Resources. Starbeck Educational Resources is the specialist school supplier of inexpensive, exciting and unusual history, art, religious and cultural artefacts. Whether you are an existing customer of Starbeck Educational Resources or are looking into buying from us for the first time, we hope that this video will allow you to visualise the content of one of our range of Starboxes, in this case, the Kingdom of Benin Starbox. Our Kingdom of Benin Starbox comprises 5 items. In this video, I will take you through each of those 5 items in turn, and then finish by showing you one other associated item, also available through Starbeck Educational Resources, which may complement your collection of resources on the Kingdom of Benin. Even if you are an existing customer of Starbeck who has already purchased one of our boxes and are looking for more resources on the Kingdom of Benin, I note that each of these items can be viewed and purchased individually from our website. A reminder of all of this is in the description below. Okay, so let's begin. And the first item I'd like to show you from our Kingdom of Benin Starbox is this Replica Benin Plaque. Now, as I hope you can see from the visual here, this is a rather convincing resin copy taken from an original Benin bronze plaque. This one in particular shows 3 Benin warriors, and the original versions of these plaques would have likely served the purpose of impressing visitors at the audience hall in Benin City, at the palace of the Oba, the King of Benin. Now, the original version of this plaque was one of the over 3,000 items making up what we now refer to as the Benin bronzes. The Benin bronzes would not only have included plaques but also sculptures, many of which would have decorated the palace of the Oba, the King of Benin. Many of these items would have been made for ancestral altars of previous Obas, but also for Queen Mothers. Now, these Benin bronzes are of tremendous historical significance, as not only do they offer us an accurate record of what was going on in the Kingdom of Benin, but they're also some of the finest and most prestigious examples of artwork of the Edo people from the 13th to 16th century. There is, of course, an ongoing, rather important discussion about the rightful repatriation of the Benin bronzes, many of which are in London. You may have seen, for example, in August 2022, the decision of the Horniman Museum in London to give back 72 items to the Edo state in Nigeria, 12 of which were original Benin bronzes. Okay, moving on to the second item from our Kingdom of Benin Starbox, and what I have here is a replica Benin armlet. Now, much like our plaques that I've shown you already, this is a resin copy of what would have been originally an armlet cast in bronze. Armlets such as these would have been a form of currency and would have assigned status to the wearer, and many of these armlet designs were rather intricate, as I hope you'll see from the visual shortly. Okay, now it's a fact that animals were often symbolised in Benin art, and in fact one animal in particular was rather significant, the leopard, even thought of as a symbol of the Oba, due to the parallel qualities between the king and the leopard, the idea of the leopard being a leader and reigning supreme over the kingdom in the animal world, with a powerful, ferocious presence even. And it's thought so much that tamed leopards would have been around the palace of the Oba, or maybe even inside within the Kingdom of Benin. And 2 items from our Kingdom of Benin Starbox pertain to the leopard, the first of which I have here, this replica leopard head. And the leopard head in our Starbox, as you will probably see from the visual, is around 13.5 centimetres tall. And it might look like a mask, but in fact these replica leopard heads would have likely been worn around the waist of chiefs of different ranks, and also by the king, who would have likely had one made from ivory. Okay, so the second of the items from our Kingdom of Benin Starbox pertaining to the leopard is this mini bronze leopard. Now the sizes of these in our Starbox will vary slightly, and they come in different designs, but they're all handmade. And I know you can't gauge this from the video, but these are in fact rather heavy. I've already touched on the symbolic significance of the leopard, but also items such as this made from bronze would have been used as a form of currency, much like the armlets as well. They would have of course had an ornamental value on top of this. Okay, so on to the final item from our Kingdom of Benin Starbox. And if you liked our plaque earlier in today's video, you're bound to like this next item. What I have here is a mini replica plaque, similar to the one I showed you earlier, but in fact different. Now not only is this different in size, as you can probably gauge from the plaque against my hand there, but also this is a different design. And we have 5 of these designs in total. Within a Starbox you will get one of these as standard, but I note, and the visual will show you this in just a moment, that there are 5 different designs which can be purchased as a separate item to complement your collection on the Kingdom of Benin. Okay, so here is the associated item I mentioned to you earlier relating to the Kingdom of Benin. And although this is outside of our Starbox, it does go nicely alongside it to complement your collection of resources. This is a bronze Benin head replica. And like some of the other items I've shown you in today's video demonstration, this one is made from resin. It's a resin copy as well. It depicts the head of an oba from the 16th century. Now, we're almost at the end of today's video, but why not check out our sister company, Wildgoose Education Limited, where we offer Kingdom of Benin posters like these. And an interactive timeline like this. Both of these items from Wildgoose can also be purchased via the Starbeck website, details of which will follow shortly. Alternatively, you can visit the Wildgoose Education website directly at www.wildgoose.education. So, that concludes today's video, and we hope that you found it useful in helping to visualise the contents of our Kingdom of Benin Starbox. Now, if you've got any questions relating to things within the Kingdom of Benin Starbox or about any of our other items, please do not hesitate to get in touch. That's either via email at info@starbeck.education or by phone at 01530 836 111. We also highly recommend that you check out our website. That's www.starbeck.education, where you can find out more about our range of specialist products and resources and find a further selection of items to do with historical, art, religious and cultural topics. That leaves me just to say thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye for now.